Being Vin Diesel is only for one man, and he does it well. There is no surprise there that he has made a lot of money from his most famous role in the Fast and Furious franchise. And it shows really good too. Vin Diesel knows how to spend. With a net worth of over $200 million, he's bought a host of the most luxurious things you could think of. From mansions to supercars and even a custom-designed trailer. Get ready to experience how our Dom Toretto spends his millions. Having $200 million to your name is crazy, and you'd be surprised to know that he used to be a bouncer before he struck fame. Vin Diesel loves cars. I mean, why wouldn't you after driving cars for the longest time of your career? Usually you'd expect him to get the finest, shiniest, fastest cars in the world, considering how many cars he's driven. Well, he doesn't. At least most of the time, he always opts for the classics. Diesel owns a 1974 Plymouth Barracuda. When we were talking about classics, you see, we really meant it. The last time this car was produced was 1974, so I'm sure Vin felt like he hit the jackpot by getting his hands on the ride. This car cost $60,000, but you can imagine how much it would have cost in 1974. Another iconic vehicle that Vin Diesel owns is one of the famous cars in the world, and especially in the United States of America. If you don't know what car it is by now, we're talking the 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona. See why we said it's iconic? This car has a total production number of 503 units, and once again, Diesel, he's a lucky guy. This sweet ride is the car for racers, you know, like Vin. The car has a 7-liter V8 engine that can go from 0 to 60 in just 5.2 seconds. For a 1969 car, that's really impressive. It has a top speed of 185 miles per hour, and you can see why Diesel loves it. His model even reportedly boasts a 1,500 horsepower. A break from the shiny cars is very much understood. Another fun fact is that Vin Diesel actually drove this car in the Fast and Furious films. I think he looked the coolest in that car myself. How about you? Now, Vin Diesel's most powerful car, and by far the shiniest, is his 2014 Lykan Hypersport. Guess how much it costs? $3.4 million. This car is fast, and it was built by W Motors. Another thing, only 7 of them were produced, making Vin Diesel the owner of one of the rarest cars in the world. The exterior is extremely stunning and jaw-dropping, and honestly, why wouldn't it be when its headlights are literally studded with diamonds and jewels? Now, it doesn't matter how much diamonds and jewels are on a car. If it doesn't move, leave it in a museum. Why this supercar is not one for just flex? It is fast. It goes from 0 to 60 in a shocking 2.8 seconds, and it even has a top speed of 245 miles per hour. So in layman's terms, let's just say this is stupid fast. Diesel also used to own a 1973 Chevy Camaro F-Bomb. That car looks like it was made for a bad boy, and Dom Toretto used it well. This car was built for Vin Diesel for filming, and it was based on the original F-Bomb too. The car has a twin-turbo V8 engine and a shocking 1,500 horsepower. You don't see that all the time. The car was sold for $40,000 recently, and let's just say we're jealous of the new owner. Vin Diesel loves Dodge. He owns a 2011 Dodge Charger SRT8, and it is not cheap. This car can comfortably carry 5 passengers, has a top speed of 170 miles per hour, and boasts of a 6.1-liter V8 engine. For $46,000, hey, we'd get one too. Everyone knows that Japanese cars are good for any road. It's no surprise that a man with so much knowledge about cars knows to have them. He owns 3 of them too. One is the 1994 Toyota Supra, which cost around $30,000. Again, with the classics. He also owns a 1993 Mazda RX-7, and this car is really cool. It has a 1.3-liter engine and goes from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. This car reportedly appeared in the first Fast and Furious film, and we can see why. A car like that for $16,000 would be a good buy for anybody. He also owns a $36,000 2009 Subaru Impreza WRX STI. Like, that's not enough cars, right? Well, his co-workers didn't think that when they gifted him one of the most impressive muscle cars in the world for his 52nd birthday. He was given the 1970 Dodge Charger Tantrum, which cost around $700,000. That's just crazy. This car was modified to fit a man like Diesel, though. Pay attention, it has a boat engine. Yep, a whole 9-liter twin-turbo V8 engine from Mercury Marine Racing. Diesel didn't stop saying what for a while when he saw that car. We saw this car in the movies too eventually, and he looked just just dashing in it. Get it? Dashing? Hey, that's not all the cars he owns. He also has a 1966 Pontiac Bonneville, which you'll probably recognize by its Coke bottle profile. This muscle car is one of the cars that stayed in production for the longest time, and for good reason. It lasted from 1958 all the way to 2005 because of its unique appearance. It has a 6.9-liter V8 engine and 405 horsepower. Now, this car set Diesel back $24,000, but we both know that's not much of a setback for the millionaire. As a family man, Diesel put his family into consideration when buying the 2010 BMW M5. This car cost him $86,000, but that's a good enough price for your family's comfort, right? Interestingly, he got this car after shooting a Fast and Furious film. The car boasts of a 5.0-liter V10 engine and 500 horsepower. With a top speed of 155 miles per hour, it'll be fun to cruise around your celebrity neighborhood if you were Vin Diesel. Now, you've seen the cars, and these cars need garages. You know, and homes. Diesel lived in a modest 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in Hollywood Hills. He bought the home in 2000 for $561,000 and listed it 16 years later for $1.4 million. Reasonable price if you ask me. Now, the home is what it is because it's not flashy at all. A sweet, homely property going for that price in Hollywood Hills? Well, I'd buy it, you know, if I had the money. Diesel has another home in Atlanta, and it's the opposite of the Hollywood Hills home. Now, this home spans 11,000 square feet, and for good reason. They use this place well. The amenities and features that come with this property is enough to live the life. It has a 12-person dining room, 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, an elevator because, well, why not? A 3-car garage, a fully stocked bar, 4 patios, and, yes, a full gym. All that hurt our mouths. That's not all, though. It has a whole guest house with a full kitchen. Plus, it has a cinema room, a pool, a rooftop deck, a wine cellar, and even a spa. Now, this is that house they show you in movies about bougie rich people. Might as well be because it cost $3.3 million. Now, if you don't have a cinema yet, you can still watch us on your phone. You are watching us right now, right? But hey, subscribe for more videos, and then watch us in your cinema when you get yours. Hey, it should be no surprise that a man like Vin Diesel is heavily involved in the behind-the-scenes of movies he features in. Give him his director crown already, why don't ya? He owns a production company, so why not? One Race Films Company was founded by Diesel after buying the XXX franchise. Now, we don't know how much he got, but they can't be inexpensive. The company owns a record label in the gaming sector as well. Vin Diesel is constantly investing his money in making his company a success. It's growing all right. Releasing movies that have made more than $1 billion in total is just crazy. You can imagine how much work he puts into one race. Well, a man like that definitely deserves his vacations. You have to take a break from the non-stop chasing of bad guys, right? Well, Vin loves a getaway, even though there's not always much a chance for him. Like us, a quick getaway is fun. But unlike us, Diesel's vacations are on another level. Traveling in style is a given. Spending time in the Canary Islands has become a stroll for him and his family. He also traveled to Egypt, where he definitely did the regular touristy stuff. Giving back to the community sets Diesel apart a lot from many other celebrities. For the 2020 New Year celebration, Diesel volunteered at the Maestro Cares Foundation Orphanage in the Dominican Republic. He didn't waste time to share the message to more than 60 million followers on Instagram. Paying thousands of dollars for these ventures and vacation is a pretty good deal. In 2015, Vin Diesel did one thing that many dream of: flying to a game. He flew his son, Vincent Sinclair, through private skies to a Golden State Warriors game. Flying through private skies for a 5-year-old? Wow. He doesn't own a jet of his own, so you can imagine him spending thousands of dollars to charter one. We even heard some of these jets cost up to $13,000 per hour. That's a lot of money to pay if you had it for the whole day. When Vin Diesel isn't driving cars or flying in jets, you'd find him in his custom-designed trailer. This thing is unlike anything ever seen before. This trailer is 1,100 square feet, which is crazy huge for a motorhome. It has 2 stories that house the craziest features and gadgets you wouldn't find in a trailer. It has a media room, probably the best kind you can fit in a trailer, we'd say, a playroom with cushioned floors, a lounge area with suede couches, a private lounge for Vin and his family, and a functioning kitchen. Better still, a kitchen fit for a luxury home. I don't think anyone should should be surprised to hear that it cost $1.1 million. That's just wild. What is not wild is knowing that there will be more purchases from Vin Diesel, but that's enough about millionaires. Next, to the billionaire Richard Branson, $200 million is probably for a vacation. You wouldn't know unless you watch this video on how he spends $4.4 billion. So go find out and subscribe while you're at it. And thanks for watching.